In this tutorial, we're going to talk a little bit about two more options that are in the course menu. Down the left-hand side, you will see groups and users. So let's talk about these. Both these you can tell by the icons relate to grouping users together. Let's take a look at groups. Within groups, you have some options available. You can create a new group. You can delete all the groups. As an instructor, you can do this. The students will not be able to. You can fill groups automatically, you can empty the groups, or you can change the group settings. I'm just going to walk you through the basics here. This really would be used if you wanted students to work together on a group project, for instance. So let's create a new group. We can create, let's create 3 groups. So we're going to break the class into 3 groups of a max of 8 students each. And really that's all there is to it, to creating the group. Now we have group 1, group 2, and group 3. You can see here that nobody has registered in those groups yet, and we can get a max of 8. You can also edit the settings for those groups. Again, these two options will not be visible or available to your students. So we can go into group 1. We can see that there's currently no description or tutor or group members, but we can go in and edit the group, and we can add, we can change the group name, we can add a description, we can assign a tutor. You can see the drop down shows Jane Doe. It will show the entire user list for potential tutors there. And you can also assign group members. Within this menu you'll see a list of all the users online, and you can move them over and into the group itself. Once you create a group, you can see that we've modified. We'll go back into group 1. You'll see some options here now. There is the document and forums, and ability to chat and make wiki posts within this group. So we can now post documents that will only be visible to group members. So perhaps there's an exercise that you want them to do. You can upload a file and create a directory or a hyperlink and assign it to that group and only that group. So again, this is basically just a group workspace for a group of students to work on a group project together. Let's go back to the Music 101 menu and take a look at users. This is just a great place for you to monitor who is signed up as a user. It's very important if you're going to post material here and have exercises that students be registered for your class. So this user list is a great place to come to make sure that all of your students are registered and active. So you'll see the names listed. One handy little feature is that you can manually add a user. So say a student has signed up for an account but hasn't registered in your class, you can register them here. Another neat option here is the ability to unregister students, to manage groups within that. And you can actually, as I understand, if we go back here, back to users, you can actually even export a list of who is registered as a user. You'll do that right here, export user list, and it will export that list as an Excel file.